Okay, Sea Kings, here's 5.3 and 5.4, example 4, you try it. The problem I'd like you to tackle is graphing and solving the square root of x plus 6 minus 2, and that is equal to the square root of x minus 2. So again, we can tell that this graph, the point of origin is going to be shifted to the left 6 and then down 2. And this graph, the point of origin is going to be shifted to the right 2. So maybe these intersect, maybe not, maybe it's no solution. If you want to pause the video and work it out, then you can turn it on later to check your answer. Okay, so I'm going to say y1 is the square root of x plus 6 minus 2, and I'm going to say y2 is the square root of x minus 2. So again, finding our x-intercepts, we let y equal 0 for that. So I have 0 equals the square root of x plus 6 minus 2. When I add 2 to both sides, I get the square root of x plus 6. Now I'll square both sides. That gives me 4 equals x plus 6, and I'll subtract 6, so I get that x equals negative 2. So that gives me the point negative 2 comma 0. On this side, I'll have 0 equals the square root of x minus 2. When I square both sides, I still have 0 equals x minus 2, and moving the 2 over, I get 2 equals x. So that gives us the point 2 comma 0. Alright. That's some nice symmetry there, actually. I can't help but admire it. Okay, so we have to find the y-intercept. As I said, it's the little thing. So we'll let x equal 0 here. So y1 will have the square root of 0 plus 6 minus 2. That's the square root of 6 minus 2. Be very careful with your handwriting here. It's not the square root of 4. So we get y1 equals, let's see, trusty device, square root of 6. Hold on a second. Of course, that's not going to work. The square root of 6, enter, and then we'll subtract 2 from that, and that gets me a 0.44. So we'll say about 0.4. So that was the point 0.4. On the other side, we'll have y2 equals the square root of 0 minus 2. So this one doesn't really seem like it touches the y-axis. So, because that would obviously be an imaginary number. So this one, because it's shifted to the right, doesn't touch the y-axis. So no y-intercept. Alright, even better. So our table for that side should be a little bit longer, because we only have 1 point so far. Okay, so our first point was negative 2, 0. Our next point was 0 and 0.4. And should we go with positive 2? Why not? We're going to use a calculator. So that will give us, for y1, when we put in positive 2 here, that will give us the square root of 8. And we'll subtract 2 from our answer, which gives us 0.8. Is that enough? Maybe we should go further. Let's see. Let's go with 10. Let's try it. If we say 10, that gives us a square root of 16, which is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, that seems really adventurous. Okay, so for y2, what do we have so far? This is y1, this is y2. We have the point 2, 0. Should we go with 6? Because up here, 6 minus 2 is 4. That we know will be 2. We don't even need a calculator. What else can we plug in? We need one more. We plug in 18 and get 4. I don't know how helpful that will be on our graph. I guess we'll need to be creative, maybe with our intervals, or our units on the axes. Okay, so Let's see, should we maybe go by 4s? That way we can get all the way to 18. We'll go 4 here, and then we'll try to keep it square. Let's go 4 there, although that 0.4 is not going to work out for that. I think we have to go by 1s. So it's going to be a little bit compressed this way and stretched that way. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have -2, 0. We have 0, 0.4. And we have 4, 8, 10 should be here, 1, 2. So our first one that's right, because we're going by 4s. That's looks like that. Okay, so this is y1. And our second one, we have the point 2, 0. We have the point 4, 6, 1, 2. Oh, they do cross. Okay, that's good news. And then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So 18 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they cross. This one is y2. So they cross somewhere around, what, 3-ish, 4-ish? Let's find our algebraic solution. So again, the square root of x plus 6 minus 2 equals the square root of x minus 2. I have to square this side, and I square this side. Again, I'm squaring a square root, so I anticipate there could be extraneous solutions I want to take care of. So that will give me x plus 6 minus 4 times the square root of x plus 6 plus 4 equals x minus 2. So this 4 comes from, I know I'm going to multiply this together and then double it. So -2 times the square root of x plus 6, and then when I double that will give me -4 times the square root of x plus 6. Anyways, probably that makes total sense to you. I need to isolate this radical, so I really have an x plus 10 on this side. So I'm going to subtract the x and the 10 minus x minus 10, and that gives me -4 times the square root of x plus 6 equals -12. If I divide by this coefficient, I'm totally off the screen. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. So the square root of x plus 6 equals 3. I will square this, and that gives me x plus 6 equals 9. So moving that over, I get just x equals 3. Is that believable? It is. It is believable. Okay, let's check it to find the y value. Which appears like it could be 1. Alright, so we have the square root of 3 plus 6 minus 2 equals the square root of 3 minus 2. So 9, yeah, so 3 minus 2. So we have 1 equals the square root of 1. True story. Okay, so what's the y value there is 1. Nice. There's our solution.